Hey folks, Mysterious JG here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Kicking around the idea of uploading 6 videos every weekend instead of 4. Although I could revert back to doing only 4 at any time if I start finding it hard to keep up. If you have strong opinions either way, let me know in the comments. It's not a change that's likely to happen real soon if it happens at all. I would assume the people who are regularly commenting now are keeping up quite well and might like to see more, but if anybody out there is kind of lurking and not really speaking up a ton, I'm not trying to draw you into commenting. I don't monetize the channel. I like comments, but I don't. Well, whatever. I'm not trying to draw people into making comments. I'm just saying, hey, this, every once a week, roughly, I check and I've got 2 more hours worth of this series to watch, and that's just about what I can keep up with during a week, and I'm down with that. And making it 3 would make it hard to keep up. Yeah, if that's how you feel, let me know. I might just... I'm in this weird place. I'm trying to set things up so that if my therapy becomes more difficult and there are fewer times when I'm feeling well enough and good enough to LP that I'll have backlog. But right now I'm building up these multiple week backlogs on every series where people are commenting on videos as they go up that I recorded weeks ago, and I have no ability to promptly respond to comments on air or change my gameplay because somebody pointed out, hey, you're hitting the wrong button, dude. It's not really a Final Fantasy concern, but it could come up in some more action-oriented series. Oh, excuse me. No, you didn't scare me. You just surprised me. We've decided the Fisherman's Horizon's going to be British. I mean, what else would it be? I suppose we could all be from Boston. I told you I ain't drunk. I'm through making my own booze. I'll take what people give me. Sure. That sounds really reasonable. Yes, how can we help you? If you want a room, it's 100 gil a night. Buy items. Well, I don't have a lot of high potions, but I don't think that's really a big deal. I am not short of anything that I care about in the least. Well, hold on. Normal ammo? Oh. Fuel I have almost none of, so I don't care. Oh, and there's like 2, Oh, you guys are just going to chill out? Okay. There's, I think, 2 Timber Maniacs. 2 Tim Mannies in town, so we got to try to find them both. You're not paying for that room, so don't do anything in it. Okay, I can't interact with either one of them, so that's kind of weird that they split off like that. But other than the Tim Manny, I don't think there's anything to do, so... Watch these 2 ram into each other like Larry and Curly trying to follow Mo too closely. It's a Handy Snacks boatman. Say, the master of Alum Garden is Norg, right? Did he evolve already? What are you talking about? Is he a fucking Pokemon? Motherfucker. I'm so angry about that, but... Norg! He's a Shumi, so he should evolve. Shumi? What? You don't know diddly squat, do you? Well, it seems like Norg and being a Shumi are all things the game didn't bother to explain until after they threw a crazy boss battle at some crazy freak called Norg at us, so yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll start getting it soon. I wonder what Norg's going to evolve into. It's a little scary thinking about it. Yeah, well, we evolved his ass into a corpse, so don't worry about him. Still, this seems strange. So what will it be? Ooh, we can get punishment now. Sexy. And a loud notification. That's great. pretty sure it doesn't matter that I didn't get all of his prior weapons. He still has access to all of his limit breaks, other than Lionheart, which you can only get with the final weapon I haven't unlocked yet. Not 100% sure about that, but I believe that's how it works. Looks like we can get a better gun for Irvine. You must sink the Bismarck. That took away all of our dynamo stones. We can no longer use dynamo tension. Seems to me like Renoa has had the best available weapon for her for a while. So Squall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, has a total of 7 weapons, and we can get 6 of them. And I believe if I'd done things right, we could have access to the Lionheart by now, but I wasn't finding exactly the right encounters, and there might be card modding involved. Like, sometimes you got to do things where you know, the strategy guide will tell you to mod a card that you can't actually replace, and I kind of want to end the game with all the cards. Although I found out recently you can replace all the... Like, if I were to take Cypher, which is a unique card you can get from a Headmaster, Sid, and was to use card mod to turn it into whatever really high value item it becomes, I would be able, in Act 4 of the game, right before the final dungeon, there's like a group of players you can play cards with who will randomly play any card that you've had access to up to that point in the game, including, quote, unique cards, end quote, that you could only get once in normal gameplay. They will reappear in those people's decks. But unless there's some kind of trick going on where the game kind of prioritizes the cards it knows that you would want and makes them play those cards frequently, it feels like you'd be going into a situation where you'd play for like 4 hours waiting for them to play the Cypher cards so you could win it back. So I'm not planning on getting rid of cards that I don't know how to get replaced any other way. But yeah, Squall's got like 7 different... He's got 7 awesome weapons. He's basically the Eliminator GS7. And if you remember that reference, and GS7 is the correct... It's not like... Oh no, maybe it's Eliminator TS7? Either way, if you recognize that reference, it's likely that you'll get caught up in the crossfire. But yeah, everybody else has far fewer weapons available. Renoa has 4, and she's had her best weapon of those 4 for, it feels like, since we first had her in the party. So I think just the people whose Squall's limit breaks are dependent on his weapon. Like, you know, he's got 4 different limit breaks to choose from. I think Revolver only gives you access to the most basic, and it's probably something like Cutting Trigger or above gives you access to 2 limit breaks, and Twin Lands or above gives you access to 3 limit breaks, and only Lionheart gives you access to all 4. I'm making that up, but it's something like that. Not every weapon unlocks a new limit break, but as you advance in tiers, more limit breaks become available. For everyone else, it's just a change to their stats. Zell's limit break options and his Punch Rush thing come from finding those martial art magazines. Irvine, it's just the ammo. If you have the best ammo in the game and are using Valiant, you have access to his best limit break. It's just that his base hit and strength stat you're using won't be great. And Kaitis, actually, her weapons may be the least important of all, because her limit breaks are all based on magic as far as I know. So the strength and hit increases are not affected. And Renoa is similar. Well, no, Renoa I'm not sure about. I'm not sure how Renoa's work. But yeah, Selfie and Kaitis are definitely... Their limit break effectiveness is based on their magic score, which doesn't connect with your weapon at all. And having higher tiers of weapons doesn't increase the limit breaks at your disposal. So I guess it makes sense that Squall's got a lot more things to go with, because he's the most weapon-dependent character in the game. Okay, I spent too much time on that. Let's keep moving. We found Shell. I don't care. I'm not even junctioning that to my elemental defense. Oh, wait, yes I am. Just not with a lot of passion. Hey, you like fishing? Sort of. Oh yeah? Okay, check this out. I think I did this wrong. I was supposed to talk to this kid after the... This is part of that quest I was talking about, but I think I was supposed to talk to the Master Fisherman first. Hooah! What was that? No, not my window. Last time it was my store sign. This always happens when he shows off. That's weird. Why did my line go backwards? Maybe I didn't have enough weight. Yeah, you need to pack on some pounds, kid. Alright, let's try to find the actual Master Fisherman and trigger this quest before I inadvertently mess something up. Wasn't she coming from this direction? It seems like you can go over here. Okay, whatever. There's a cat or something. I do not see the cat, but I hear the cat. Oh, it's one of these freaks. Grease Monkey talks like Repo Man. All that stuff there, I got from this guy in Shumi Village. We're both artisans and share a lot in common, so we get along real good. Well, there's Tim Manny. I consider myself flipping through this idly. It doesn't belong to me. It's rude to do, but it's not as bad as stealing it. Although I did steal it. It's in my inventory now. This isn't your everyday repair shop. What do you want me to repair? Your head, your personality? I'll give you a great deal. How about a game? Oh, and yeah, we set the trade rules for this place by talking to a tourist in Delling City. So we're actually ahead of the curve here. I already got rid of the local weird rules I don't like. Trade rule all would be nice, but I didn't do it, so we don't have it. Man. Yes, I hate when they do this. They've set it up so that we're gonna get a tie no matter what I do. Oh well. This vague notion that something interesting. Oh, he plays Krista. That's a card that I'm trying to collect, but doesn't appear to be anything I can do with him right now. So let's ignore him for the moment. I feel like if we go this way, we're heading towards the center of town where the, see, our level dropped. Fuck you, game. We were told to explore this town. I'm exploring the town. And you took down my you set it up so that if we talk to the mayor of the town... Great weather today, huh? Want to play cards? They set it up so that if we go straight to the mayor of the town, we lose out on a quest. And are now punishing us for actually just talking to people. Which we were specifically told, figure out what's going on in town. Ooh, we've come this far, can't give up now. Well, you could. Got some haste. Oh, haste is taking effect! Woohoo! Wait, am I allowed? Whatever, I can't figure out if I'm allowed to walk up here. It looks like I'm not. Okay. I think there's another side quest that we'll be getting later where some of these NPCs and cats and other weirdness will do something. But in the meantime, we're trying to find someone called the Master Fisherman. And he doesn't seem to be showing up. Maybe he's in here. Well, here's a familiar face. I don't remember how I made him talk before, but a lot has happened since then. Banished from Galbadia Garden. Everything I built up, gone. After wandering around mindlessly, the people of this town welcomed me with open arms. The townspeople encouraged me to start over, very kind, even towards a man like me who has nothing. I'm so ashamed. So there's little moments from these particularly the games that have like a narrative story that stick with you over the years. And like if I wrote up like a dozen moments from Final Fantasy VIII's story that I really remembered years later, one of them was Martine saying, I'm so ashamed, because I thought it was an unusually poignant character moment for a pretty minor character. But as I'm thinking about it now, I'm not sure what he's supposed to be ashamed of. I guess it was kind of revealed by Norg that when Martine went to assassinate you, that it was... They told you the orders were agreed to... The orders came from Cid, and that they agreed for their own selfish reasons. So you were on the same side, and that's why he gave you Irvine to work with. Norg implied that it was actually Martine's idea, and he was taking advantage of us by sending us into this mission, so that if it failed, the Galbadia Garden would be in the clear, because it was Balam Garden students who pulled off the assassination attempt. I didn't consider Norg to be a reliable source, and to tell you the truth, if Cid addressed this somewhere along the way, I kind of don't remember. The relationship between Cid and Norg is much clearer to me than any relationship between Cid and Martine. And it'll become a puzzler to me why Martine was ever in charge of a garden later on, when we actually find out more about how the gardens were founded. For example, why does Idea have seeds if Idea was the name of the last sorceress? It seems weird, right? That'll kind of make sense later, but this, like, unless I really missed something, I don't really know what Martine's deal is. But the fact that he feels ashamed suggests that Norg was telling the truth, that he really was doing dirty to Balam Garden, and specifically to Squall and his party. But if his plan was to kill the sorceress to free Galbadia from her control, that doesn't necessarily mean he was a big proponent of Delling. It just meant he didn't want a murderous sorceress taking over. And I'm down with that. So, I don't know. A lot has happened since then. Banished from Galbadia Garden. I mean, I could see how he was ashamed of having been banished and kicked out of the place that he built, but I mean, again, unless we take Norg's word at face value or assume something else that was really dark and untoward was going on, he shouldn't particularly be ashamed of having tried to preemptively stop the sorcerers from taking over. Anyway, we can play cards with them. I confiscated all the cards from the students at Galbadia Garden. You're in for a challenge. And we also happen to know that the other kind of big loser of the attempt of the Galbadian establishment to prevent the Source from taking over, General Caraway, or whatever his name is, Renoa's dad. We happen to know that he lost the Ifrit card to this guy. So this is where we get the Ifrit card back. And hopefully we don't have to play a ton of games. I don't know why it's taking him so long to decide here. Hopefully we don't have to play an S-ton of games to get it back. But if we do, so be it. Well, if we have to play an F-ton of games, I'll probably do it off screen. Why is he going so slow with these card selections? This is weird. The game does this sometimes. I don't know if it's trying to build up a sense of suspense. I don't think we're meant to take it that the game itself is thinking extra hard about the appropriate move. They've done it to me again. They've done it again. They played for a tie. I keep letting the game do this. Oh, never mind. I won. I'm kind of idiot. I don't remember which of these is most useful to us, but I don't think we have very many of this. We'll play him 3 times, and if he doesn't drop Ifrit, I'll get it off screen. Ooh, there's Ultima Weapon. I don't think that's, like, unique or anything, but it's certainly not something we've seen played before. So, yeah, he might actually be a really good... If I felt like... And I don't imagine I'll be doing a whole lot more of this, but if I ever really want to sit down and off-screen the card game anymore, he seems like a pretty good guy to do it against if he's playing stuff like Ultima Weapon and Gargantua. If I were to play Zell here, he would not be able to flip Zell. Because, yeah, I'm actually safe. I played here without really... Never mind. Forget what I was about to say. Zell is safe because if he drops Ultimate Weapon here, Ultimate Weapon will get a -1. Because it's on an elemental space that doesn't match. So, and if this guy can play more than one Ultimate Weapon card, which I think he can... I'm assuming that card drops Ultimate Stones when you use the card mod command on it, or something similar. So they're probably worth trying to collect. Yeah, and he's played it twice in a row. So I said 3 games. This will be 3 games, and he's not playing Ifrit. So I'll throw down a save and come back and get Ifrit from him, so that you guys don't have to sit through it. Because even with 3 times speed, it's just like... Here, take it off. How freaking slow is this? I think it's the game trying to build tension. I think they're trying to create the impression that he's thinking really hard about the most strategic possible move. Son of a bitch. I get very frustrated when the computer plays for a tie. Oh well, I mean, it's a valid strategy. So now I need to... If I go into the bottom floor of this place and the... Because the strategy guide says, go upstairs and talk to the mayor when you're ready to advance the plot. So I was thinking, well, maybe the Master Fisherman is in the bottom floor of this place. He is not. And I'm assuming the Master Fisherman is male, or else they would be called the Master Fisherwoman. But, yeah, we need to... we missed him somewhere. You're not the Master Fisherman, are you? So the Master Fisherman was actually the guy that we had a little cinematic of, noticing us frickin' crashing into the place, and, he was way off at the end of one of these. So it's just possible we missed him, and he's... No, that's taking us back to the garden. Did I drop down another level? No, it's giving me a little grace period here. But yeah, it's more of a, like, I feel more of a personal affront when, oh, see, how the hell was I supposed to know this? And remember, if you don't do all of this and find this guy before you do what the plot is telling you to do, and NPCs are actually funneling you towards by saying, there's the mayor house over there, see it? You can't do this quest. Will you look at this? Lots of places I've been fishing for years all gone. Terrible. I'm sorry. It's our fault. I'm sorry. We were responsible. Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry about it, boy. Darn, you'll kill me. Just kidding. I like you, boy. I like you because of your eyes. You've got dead eyes. Like a doll's eyes. I'm just kidding, boy. I'm so good I can fish anywhere in this world. I'm not a master for nothing. Thanks for coming here. Here, let me give you this. Received a Colt Fan 3. Okay, back to my fishies. Stand up faster. What do you want? Oh yeah, do me a favor, boy. My pupil is at the docks. Haven't spoken to him for a while. If you happen to go there, talk to that lonely little dwarf, will ya? Yeah, that's what I remember the second... well, it's not the second half. It's kind of the second half of the first half. We need to go talk to this kid before the story advances. And then apparently we need to come back later, after the story advances, and do something else with these guys. But we already talked to the kid, so hopefully we didn't mess it up by talking to the kid first. Well, I'm sorry, game. What do you want from me here, okay? It'll take me 2 videos. 2 goddamn videos to do this just going around back and forth talking to people quest. I'm really honestly thinking that once I get control of all of the party members back, however long that takes, I might just one by one, rather than waiting for disc 3, I might just one by one power level them. Although, now, if I advance the story a little bit more, I have access to 2 more Guardian forces. So I want to at least wait till then before I start getting crazy about leveling up everyone. Oh, I already thought this guy's got nothing to say about him. Oh, your seed level's dropped 4. It's the loon. Did you see an old man fishing by the port? It's where all the cranes are. I saw him. Really? What was he like? What did you think of him? I was sort of impressed. He's just an old geezer. I kind of wish I'd saved so I could see what he says when you do this, but I was sort of impressed as what actually will give you a reward eventually. That's what I thought. I'm his #1 student. I want to be like him when I grow up. I heard he was still fishing when the garden came smashing towards the docks. He was fishing to the last minute. Amazing, huh? That's right. I knew he wasn't a loser like some people said. Smart people can tell he's a great man. Thanks. I'm going to start working hard now. Wah! Smash, bash. Hey, you gonna wreck my story, you dingbat. Go out to sea and fish like a man. You know I can't do that, Poppy. Hey, Poppy. I might drown and die out there. You know I can't swim. I know my form is a good watch. Wah. Smash crash. What the? Whoa, I've been sent into... Your hook has hooked my pants or some other wacky thing, which has led to combat. I can't breathe. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. I am recording this during the... Oh, and you'll have to apologize. I forgot the gentleman's name, which is terrible. But as I record this, the top thing in the news right now is that Minneapolis, Minnesota is... You know, there are fires raging because of protests, because of a guy who was killed with a... It's on camera, a freaking police officer leaning on his neck as he says, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. So this isn't that funny to me right now. Normally it would be hilarious. Oh no, the line's tangled, I can't do anything. Gosh. Help me, help. Not funny. This normally would be kind of cute, but... I just cured him. Ouch! I could have just cut the line. Maybe I need to have Lionheart, the ultimate weapon, before I can cut this Fisher line. Well, that was cool. That's it. I've heard enough. We don't really know what yellow dialogue sounds like. Blue makes you say squirrel. You almost got me killed. You dumbass. Whoa. A, he's the dad from that 70s show. B, I didn't think Final Fantasy was allowed to use that word. I mean, it's not one of George Carlin's words, but... Gee, I didn't do it on purpose, all right? I'm going to need a more mobile boat. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to call it a video because I wanted to just double-check and make sure that that was what we needed to do to advance the story of this side quest. But either way, when we come back, we will be... I can't imagine I'm going to have enough crap to do. I can't go through and slowly set up junctions or slowly explain my off-screening. So next time, it's pretty much a given that we will be... you know what? I'll check real quick on camera because otherwise I can just... If I don't need to redo this using different responses or whatever on screen... Then I can take some time between videos to actually get back Ifrit, which you guys, you know, that way anybody who's really interested can watch me win Ifrit back because I'll just keep playing without recording until he plays Ifrit, and then I'll just need to make sure I actually win that one. So let's see, Master Fisherman quest. You'll fork over, you know. Speak to him again. He'll ask you to check on his people with the dock. Go to climb up the ladder. Say I was. Sort of, and then I saw him, and then I was kind of impressed. Then keep speaking to him until he stops casting. Okay, I guess we do need to keep talking to him. So let's just talk to him until he stops casting. Practice makes perfect, I guess. Practice makes perfect, I guess. Alright. Now I'm curious. I'm going to read ahead a little bit. Second quad must be done with Squall by himself. I guess we had to get that to play because then at a later point we'll get some stuff that just won't spawn unless we do that. So, yep, that's it. That's it for this quest for now. We are now free and clear to go talk to the mayor of Little People Nation. But first, between videos, I will play Martine until we get Ifrit, or at least until he puts Ifrit in his deck. Face down in his graveyard and ends his turn. Catch you guys next time.